I don't understand.
The man out on the terrace with Joe is Crimmins, or rather the guy who pretended to be Crimmins, the plant manager at Yellow Petrochemical.
The key man in your setup?
You got it.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Let's call the precinct.
No good, no good. No evidence. It would be my word against his. I don't want him anyway. I want the guy he was working for. Now, if I can surprise him, corner him, I'll have a better shot at that than the police.
What's he doing with Joe?
That's just the question I was asking myself. Come on.
Excuse me.
Siobhan, isn't it time to go off the party yet?
No, Dee, not yet.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. You just stay here.
What's up?
What can I say, Joe? I'm glad you're pleased.
I'm more than pleased. I think this will indicate 20% bonus.
Thank you very much.
You earned it.
I thought it went well. Of course, you're never sure about the feedback in a situation like that. Finelli is a smart guy. Knows how to get information.
Well, it's his work. Well, it was.
Well, there was a lot to hang together, and the timing was the worst thing. But having to produce a lab technician at the last minute, somebody good who could make the whole setup stick to the wall, well, I don't mind telling you, I sweated through a couple of hours that last night.
Yeah, I'll bet. But Jack bought it. That's what counts.
What does this mean?
Exactly what you both think it means.
Why?
I don't know. Just a minute. Just a little while longer.
Make yourself comfortable. I'll tell Mr. Smith you're here.
Thank you.
By the way, it's a pleasure to see you, Miss Coleridge. Your father is a frequent guest here in this house.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm looking forward very much to meeting Mr. Smith, finding out what this is all about.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. But if you think you know what to expect, take a closer look.
Why are you trying to ruin my life?
I'll never make the mistake of believing you again.
Days of Our Lives, weeknights at 7 on Soapnet.
I fell asleep when Todd was gone. You gotta help me find him before he gets hurt.
Todd needs me. I feel it.
Todd, is that you? He's right here. I'm looking at him, and I'm the only one keeping him alive. Tell him I love him.
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on Soapnet.
Life follows its own road, and the only way to find out where it's going is to come along for the ride. The Young and the Restless, tonight at 11 on Soapnet.
Say cheese. Cheese!
Hey, you two. Long time no see.
How about Uncle Joe? Seems strange not seeing him here. I miss him.
I miss his jokes. Yeah. Same each year, but I still miss him. Yeah.
How's Aunt Stella doing since Uncle Joe died?
Pretty fair, I'd say. You know, Uncle Joe had one of those Colonial Penn life insurance policies.
That's a relief.
Mm-hmm. Aunt Stella used his insurance money to help pay for the funeral and other bills.
You have life insurance?
I sure do. Honey, it costs as much to bury a woman as it does a man.
Sure. But at my age, I don't think I could afford it.
You just need the right kind. We got insurance from Colonial Penn at an affordable rate.
Hard to get?
No, you just pick up the phone and call.
She's right. If you're 50 to 85, write down the toll-free number on your screen and call about guaranteed acceptance life insurance from Colonial Penn. Colonial Penn makes it easy. It costs just $7.95 a month per unit, about 25 cents a day. There's no medical exam, no health questions, guaranteed. You can't be turned down. For added peace of mind, Colonial Penn also guarantees your rate will never go up and your benefit will never go down due to age. Since 1994, over 5 million people have called about this affordable coverage. Make sure your family has money to help cover funeral costs, medical bills, credit card balances, or other final expenses. So pick up the phone, call for free information and a free gift. Lines are open now.
Call 1-800-650-2100 to receive free information in the mail. You'll get this handy guide to Social Security absolutely free. Call 1-800-650-2100 or visit our website at colonialpenn.com. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-650-2100. Call now.
I share your enthusiasm for that particular piece.
Mr. Smith.
Call me Spencer, please, because I will most certainly address you as Jillian. Your father took great care with each syllable. To me, it's always seemed a most delightful name.
Well, thank you.
That was one of my father's first acquisitions. When I was a very young child, I stood just where you're standing now and used to think nothing in the world could be more beautiful.
Your father was an archaeologist, too, wasn't he?
He was a brilliant, dedicated, intuitive man who died much too young. He brought home many treasures during his long career, but that piece was special to him. I think because he risked his life bringing it out of a cave in Tuscany.
Really?
Yes, indeed. Oh. Shall we go into the study?
Yes, of course.
It was an altogether marvelous find, but that was the only piece he kept for himself. The others are in Florence and Rome. Ah, yes, Mendenhall. May I offer you a sherry before dinner, or would you prefer something stronger?
Oh, sherry, please.
Very good. I will join Miss Coleridge, Mendenhall. Do take a chair by the fire.
Oh, thank you.
Your father wasn't customarily a sherry drinker, but he always seemed to enjoy this, which is my personal favorite. Apollo Cortado from the Oloroso family. Very seldom found outside Spain.
Ah. Oh, thank you.
Mendenhall, I will need half an hour with Miss Coleridge before dinner.
Very well, sir.
Oh, what a beautiful color.
Isn't it?
Oh.
Thank you.
Will there be anything else?
Oh, you might give the fire a poke before you leave us. May I propose a toast? To the memory of my greatly admired friend, Dr. Ed Coleridge. I miss him very much indeed.
So do I. Oh, that's spectacular.
Ed and I consumed more than a few bottles of Apollo Cortado during long evenings over that chessboard.
I remember lots of conversations about your chess games.
Indeed? Mm-hmm. Are you curious why I sent for you, Jillian?
I am dying of curiosity.
You're extremely disciplined.
No, actually, I'm enjoying all of this so much, I don't want to rush through it.
Even so, I think I should explain in a general way what I have in mind.
Yes, please do.
Well, as I said on the telephone, my health is precarious. My doctor has tactfully suggested that I put my affairs in order. Upon surveying the situation, I find that there's only one area that seems to merit particular attention. I have in my possession not only these artifacts and antiquities which is seen on display, but also housed in the basement storage rooms, the collection of a lifetime. Now, I wish to leave this house and this collection to the public in the form of a museum.
Well, that's a very sensible thing to do.
I think so, too. However, there are certain problems involved.
Such as estate taxes.
No. Some artifacts I have in my possession have come to me via a rather unusual and circuitous route from sources which, in some areas, might be called questionable.
I see.
Now, if these items were to be found in my collection after my death, it would be embarrassing to my executor and would have a deleterious effect upon the reputation of my museum. Do you understand?
I think that I do.
I would like you to dispose of 5 or 6 of these items discreetly to private collectors, no questions asked, at a very handsome fee for yourself. I dare predict that your share of these sales would bring you more income within the next few weeks than you have earned in your entire professional life. Does that appeal to you, my dear?
If I understand you correctly, you are asking me to fence stolen antiquities. I'm not quite sure why you thought I would be the person for this job, but I am not.
I would consider again before I said no, my dear. I'm talking about a considerable amount of money.
I'm sorry, Mr. Smith, but you really do have the wrong person. Thank you for the extraordinary sherry. I'm sure you'll understand when I say that there's no point in my staying for dinner. Good night.
Excellent, Jillian. Well said.
I beg your pardon.
That was exactly the response I'd been hoping for. Forgive me, my dear. But when you hear what I have to say, I think you'll understand why my little test was necessary. Sit down, my child, sit down. And let me tell you why you're really here.
I think we need a little help.
Now what does he want?
I don't know. Stay here. I want to find out.
Stay here, go there. Treat me like I'm a piece of furniture.
What's going on? Joe's on the terrace with the guy who pretended to be Crimmins from Yellar Petrochemicals. The guy who set me up, apparently he was working for Joe.
I heard it too, Bob.
So what are you going to do?
I want to confront them both together. I need some help.
Your name it.
Go outside and around to the terrace. That way we'll have him between us.
All right, what if he's got a gun?
We'll have to risk it. Give me some time.
I don't understand this. This doesn't make any sense.
None of it makes any sense. Not really. Not since Mary died.
Somebody please be polite enough to tell me what's happening. You might...
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, Delia. You're going to turn around, you're going to walk to the bar, and you're going to stay there or I'll break your jaw. Now move. Nice and easy.
I'll give you the specifications. I want you to deal only with the managers of the boat yards.
Joe?
Yeah.
Crimmins?
I thought you said Finale wouldn't be around. What's going on, Joe?
I'm not sure. Maybe Jack has some answers.
Jack, will you get out of the way?
What does this mean? What is this?
Get inside. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the disturbance. There was a disagreement between 2 of our guests. Everything's fine now. Enjoy your dinners.
That's the last straw. That's it. He should be fired. Jack,
Shut up.
I want an explanation, Joe.
Later.
Now.
Got away. I was in a parking lot. We followed him. Wasn't Crimmins.
who's Clemens? Somebody please.
All right, Joey, come on. I want it now, and I want it right now. Break him up.
I have nothing to say to you.
Then say it to me. Jack, let go of him. I want to know what Crimmins was doing here, what you paid him to do, and why.
In my office.
everything you need to know you can learn from One Tree Hill. Like how there's no greater hell than cheerleading.
Bevan, you need a breath mint.
One Tree Hill. Weekdays at 5 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on Soapnet.
Guys, you had to know this was coming.
Actually, we feel blindsided. We just weren't expecting you to block us.
Well, after last week's episode, what am I going to do? There are children in this house, Marcelo. You tell me y'all going to go straight and start acting like kittens? Stop shivving each other in the prison yard?
Shanking.
What?
It's a verb. To shank.
Look, I'm not asking you to change your ways. I'm just blocking you so the kids can't see. Now, who wants lemonade?
I had credit problems.
Everyone turned me down for a computer.
Except Help Me to Buy. They helped me get this amazing computer system with no credit check.
At Help Me to Buy, your past credit problems won't stop you from owning a computer. You only need a home phone and an active checking account to qualify. Call now. Look at all you get. A new high-speed, internet-ready computer, a 17-inch color monitor, Microsoft Windows XP, and a huge package of extra software, 12 months of supercharged internet access, an amazing digital camera, and a 3-in-1 printer, copier, scanner. You also get a cool MP3 player and 100 music downloads. Everything you see here. And with Help Me to Buy's exclusive skip pay, you can even skip a payment if things are tight.
Now, I'm on the internet every day.
Call Help Me to Buy now. Our computer care specialists are standing by to ship your complete system to your home.
Cholesterol. My doctor said to watch it. So I ride my bike, eat the good stuff, and take garlic every day.
Garlic's clinically proven ingredient maintains healthy cholesterol naturally.
My doctor's happy. So am I.
Eat right, exercise, garlic.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
Put your computer to work now.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
I'm making $5,000 a month.
I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers. And the money's great, too.
Log on to 29venture.com now.
Can an odor-free cream stand up to your back pain?
You bet if it's Aspercream.
Aspercream is clinically proven to knock out the pain with the maximum strength formula that's odor-free. Arthritis pain stopped?
You bet if it's Aspercream.
It is a phenomenon known as déjà vu.
Have we met?
Many believe it is a trick of the mind, but the truth is far more astonishing.
Brace yourself.
The key to stopping a disaster starts by solving the mystery behind déjà vu. Déjà vu.
You're trying to decide what in the name of heaven is going on. Is he a madman? Is he a criminal? Or is he harmless but doughty? None of the above, my dear. Sit down, my child. I knew I could trust you because of everything I've heard about you and because you're Ed's daughter, but I had to be sure.
But why?
Because the task I'd like you to undertake is so delicate. It's so open to corruption and possibly even danger. Does that alarm you?
Not yet.
You may change your mind. However, before you can even begin to understand, I must tell you the story of my father's last archaeological expedition. He organized a small but discreet expedition to Greece, where he planned to dig in the Peloponnesus. It must be said that if the world had been interested in Greece, my father would have gone to Egypt.
I understand.
Shortly after his arrival there, he was approached by his foreman, a highly regarded Greek who enjoyed an excellent reputation in archaeological circles. Now, he told him of a great treasure from Egypt which had been stolen years earlier and shipped to Greece, where it was hidden again and abandoned.
What kind of treasure?
It was said to be the mortuary shrine of a rather obscure young queen of the 19th dynasty. Her name was Meritt Cara.
The mortuary shrine. Is that the wooden box that holds the mummy case?
Exactly. I have a diagram I designed for one of my books. Here's somewhere. Here it is. Now, as in the case of King Tut, as with most of the royal dead, there were 3 wooden boxes fitting each within the other like nesting blocks. And in the last box, the sarcophagi. 3 nesting mummy cases, and finally, in the last case, the mummy itself.
So when your father's foreman said that the Queen's mortuary shrine was brought to Greece, he meant this entire unit. The nesting cases, the mummy cases, and the mummy itself.
Precisely.
And it was hidden, and it was brought to Greece.
It was.
It must have been of incredible value.
Yes.
Well, why did the thieves abandon it?
Some said because of intense rivalry and greed among the robbers that led to bloodshed. Others said that a curse had been laid upon the tomb of Queen Meritt Cara, and that the thieves were afraid to defile the shrine.
That's nonsense, of course.
Perhaps. But let me finish my story. My father was fascinated. He was, of course, interested in the mortuary shrine because it was already shipped out of the country and therefore beyond the jurisdiction of the Egyptian Commission on Antiquities. In other words, he could keep what he would bargain for. He was approached by some very interesting, if rather shady characters, moving closer and closer to finding the hiding place of the shrine. He was finally offered a deal. And before he struck a bargain, he sailed to Cairo, where he made discreet further inquiries among museum circles there. And he was told the story of Meritt Cara, which I will shortly tell you. And one Egyptologist to whom he spoke shared his belief that Meritt Cara's original tomb and its treasure had never been found. That the shrine had been moved from its original burial site to protect it from robbers, and that the thieves who found it had discovered it in its 2nd or 3rd resting place.
And did the museum person have any idea that it had survived and that it was in Greece?
None. My father returned to Athens convinced that the shrine was authentic, and he consummated the deal. He took possession of the shrine of Queen Meritt Cara.
And then what happened?
With the greatest secrecy, it was packed and shipped back to New York, where my father hoped to supervise its very careful opening. But the day it arrived, my father's secretary, Stephen Lowell, died of a heart attack. Within 6 weeks, my father was dead himself, of unexplained causes.
Spencer,
I was 17 years old, an only child, grief-stricken, terrified. Someone in my father's organization had apparently talked too much because there was a sudden flurry of publicity, and it was implied that Walter Smith had been somehow involved in the mortuary shrine of an Egyptian queen, and that he and his secretary had succumbed to a curse.
what did you do?
I denied it. I hid the shrine, and then I made up my mind that it would not be disturbed during my lifetime, which I hope to prolong to the greatest possible degree.
Do you believe in the curse?
Here, with you, in the privacy of this room, I will say, I believe in the curse. In more public circumstances, I would beg the question.
This is an incredible treasure.
It's an awesome responsibility. Lately, I have become more and more aware that I must solve the problem of Meritt Cara's shrine. And recently, I received a letter which made me realize I must act now.
Spencer, wait. Give me a moment. Are you trying to tell me that right now, in your possession in New York City, you have the mortuary shrine of a queen of Egypt?
Precisely, my dear.
Ryan's Hope is next. Then Dangerous Desires ignite on days. Later, Little Lies lead to Big Trouble on AMC, only on Soapnet.
Nobody should know about this.
That was a dangerous job.
You're lying to me. You're up to something, and I want to know what.
You look guilty as hell and can't prove otherwise.
Don't tell me you're telling the truth, because it's going to make me even madder than I am now.
This is a damn nightmare.
This June on Soapnet, One Life to Live is having a ball.
Do you know how bad I want to go to the prom with you tonight?
Star and Cole long for each other.
Did you forget about our parents?
Will the prom musical bring them together?
Together we can do anything.
Watch One Life to Live all June long on Soapnet. A secret exposed.
Sam knows that I'm the father of Elizabeth's baby.
A parent's nightmare.
Somebody took my baby!
This week,
Who would do something like this?
a Father's Day shocker.
Jake's gone.
Watch General Hospital weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on Soapnet.
Man, we adore thee. Fun and easy and sloppy too. Napkins now unfold before thee. Manwich joy does spring from you.
Make tonight a Manwich night.
Smirnoff Ice, huh?
You gotta think of everything, Chief.
So what's up with the Trident?
Watch the bar.
You think of everything. You serve Smirnoff Ice. Please drink responsibly.
My life was like a bad dream. I was really overweight. I tried other diet products, but nothing moved the scale.
For those with significant weight to lose, I recommend New Solaris, the world's strongest weight loss formula. Solaris is formulated to support favorable metabolic signaling, resulting in truly significant weight loss.
I lost 30 pounds with Solaris, the world's strongest weight loss formula. From bad dreams to dream body, thanks to New Solaris.
Get yours at buysolaris.com. Supercenters, GNC, and fine retailers everywhere.
Okay, Joey, let's have it. That was Crimmins who set me up at Yellow. Now, you paid him to do it. You were so pleased with the job he did, you gave him a bonus.
You're an ugly drunk, Jack.
Yeah, well, I haven't been drinking.
If you want an explanation, why don't you stop yelling and start listening?
I'm listening. Talk to me, Joey. Tell me all about it.
I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you anything.
The doors to the terrace were open, and your backs were to the dining room. Jack and I stood there and listened. You gave that man, whoever he is, Crimmins, an envelope. You said it was a 20% bonus because you were more than pleased with the work. He said it wasn't so easy putting all the pieces together, finding somebody good at the last minute to qualify as a lab technician. Joe, we heard the whole thing. You set Jack up. I want to know why. I want to hear how you could have done such a thing and why.
I've got nothing to lose. You've seen to that. So you can give us the whole story now. We'll get Siobhan out of here, and I'm going to start taking you apart by inches. Now, it's your choice.
Not as easy to tell as it was to do. Yes, I set you up. Yes, I took away your job and your reputation and anything else I could think of. And I'd do it again, only better if I had the chance.
Why?
Because he was in love with you. Because you deferred to his opinion and gave him the kind of respect you never gave to me. And because he killed Tiso.
Please leave us alone.
Siobhan.
I'm fine. Please, I want to talk to Joe alone. Please.
We'll be right outside.
It isn't possible, is it? Please, tell me you didn't do this to Jack.
I'm Chandra Wilson.
And I'm Ty Treadway.
Join us on the red carpet when we host Soapnet live from the Daytime Emmys.
Tonight at 7, only on Soapnet.
Tell me what's going on. The truth, Joe, please.
You did a stupid thing. You spied on me. You let Finelli push you where you didn't belong. And
Stop it. Stop talking like that. Just be yourself and tell me the truth, please. That's why I sent them out, so we can talk, honestly.
I stand by everything I said to Jack. I was forced to explain. I explained.
That's crazy. You said you set up Jack. You took away his job, his career. You wrecked his whole life. Now, if you expect me to believe that you were capable of doing that kind of monstrous cruelty, come on, Joe. I know you too well.
I did it. Exactly as I said. What you heard between me and Crimmins, what he forced you to hear, that was the truth.
No.
Finelli is in love with you. He lost his wife, so he came after mine. Well, I stopped it, and I made him pay.
Jack is my friend. You hurt him like that for being my friend.
It started to leave, but I calmed them down, roasted them. You walked away and left me. Who was that man? Why did you start?
Hey, listen, why don't we just take a walk outside, okay? Come on.
You could have attacked me. You know. See. Bobby, I don't understand. I want to know what... Oh, Maeve!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm late. John's parked in the car. I hope you didn't hold the party for
Maeve!
What is it, Tip?
Listen, let's go help Johnny, all right? Maeve, we'll talk to you a little bit later. Come on.
Hey, things just came to a head. Now, look, if all goes well, Siobhan's gonna be through with Joe. She's gonna be out of danger tonight. Now, hold your questions, and I'll fill you in as quickly as I can, all right?
Wilson, and this year I'm so excited to be on the red carpet for the Daytime Emmys with my co-host, Ty McTreadway.
No, it's just Treadway.
Oh, yeah, Abbott.
The stars, the style, the return of Shoe Cam.
I love Shoe Cam!
One more, of course.
Yeah. Soapnet, live from the Daytime Emmys.
Tonight at 7.
Only on Soapnet.
Get into the glamour.
I had an appointment with my personal shopper.
Get into the parties.
It's so untrue.
Get in over your head.
I think I could get in less trouble where I'm from.
You have no idea.
Get into One Tree Hill and the OC. Weekdays at 5 and 6. Get in with Soapnet.
The doctor said to me, Peggy, you don't understand. Pancreatic cancer is inoperable and incurable. And he says, well, Peggy, you've got 2 months to live. It was like he was telling me, go to the store. There was no compassion. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. My life was an hourglass. I was home, laying on the couch, just dying. My sister Pam called the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. When I got there, I knew that I was going to be cared for. I met with the doctor after the tests were done and said, how long do I have? And he looked at me and he said, Peggy, we did a lot of tests on you. And I never saw one thing stamped on the bottom of your foot that said you were going to die in 2 months. You have no expiration date. I thought, wow.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is unlike any other cancer hospital, full of hope, committed to your fight. We use every weapon: surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, nutrition, spiritual support, and mind-body medicine. We surround you with a real team, working together, all under one roof.
Each time I went back to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, I responded better. My tumors were shrinking. Came back in September again, and they still couldn't see anything. I said, you're kidding me. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep testing, but we can't see the tumors anymore.
Please call the number on your screen to speak with an oncology information specialist and receive a life-changing information kit and DVD packed with valuable information. Call now and learn about treatment options you may not even know exist.
It's really unbelievable how one doctor can tell me I have 2 months to live. And then I go to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America and they saved my life. Hope is a mainstay. Hope is everything.
Don't give up. Your fight is our fight. Call Cancer Treatment Centers of America today.
Are you saying that here, right now in New York City, you have the mortuary shrine of Meritt Cara?
The shrine containing the sarcophagus, the mummy, and the personal treasures of a sad little queen of the Middle Kingdom of ancient Egypt. It's the archaeological find of this half of the century. You could understand why it weighs so heavily on my conscience.
Yes, of course. May I ask you where?
You may. It's a great pleasure to share my secret at last. At this moment, the shrine lies some 30 feet below the room in which we sit. Now, I want you to know the story of Meritt Cara.
Please.
In the 19th dynasty, in the Middle Kingdom of ancient Egypt, the Princess Meritt Cara was the daughter of the pharaoh and his great first wife, the queen. The sons of the king were dead. To ensure his line of succession, the pharaoh planned to marry the Princess Meritt Cara to her cousin, the Prince Nim, whom she had loved since she was a child, and who loved her. But that plan did not take into account Meritt Cara's beautiful half-sister, Nephthys. Upon the death of the pharaoh, Nephthys seduced Nim. With the aid of dissident priests, she convinced Nim to marry her, and the kingdom passed to them.
And Meritt Cara?
She never spoke to her sister again. The only communication between them was through Tai, a maid who had been loyal to both of them for many years. Meritt Cara was heartbroken and nursed a great anger, but she was never considered a threat because of her gentle nature.
I gather that she was a threat.
That is correct, my dear. Nephthys and Nim were a radical couple. They sought many changes, including changes in the sacred religion. Now that was heresy, and it was a secret that was well kept, except from a very few. Tai, the maid, knew. The priests did not. And then Meritt Cara.
She found out. I'm sorry, forgive me.
Oh, I'm happy that you're interested.
I'm fascinated. Did she report them to the priests?
That is precisely what she did, my dear, in spite of Tai's intercession. Furious, half mad with jealousy, she caused Tai to be poisoned and then publicly charged Nephthys and Nim with heresy. In the palace uprising that followed, Nim was killed.
She lost him anyway.
In this life, yes. Nephthys was given the choice of execution or suicide. She chose the latter and allowed herself to be bitten by the temple cobra. But death did not diminish Meritt Cara's hatred of her sister, and her bones were scattered to the wind.
Which meant that her spirit would never rest in peace.
Yes. As you obviously know, to an Egyptian, there could be no worse fate. But Nim was given a proper ceremonial burial and enshrined by Meritt Cara with great honor.
Did she rule then?
Only briefly. Shortly after assuming the throne, she went completely mad and killed herself in order to join Nim in the afterlife.
And today she lies just 30 feet below us?
Wrapped in layers of canvas, protected by crates, untouched for the last 60 years.
Why do you believe in the curse?
It's a matter of history, accounted in hieroglyphics. The high priest cast a dreadful curse upon Meritt Cara's tomb to protect her mummy and to ensure her joining Nim in the afterlife. Now, did the curse kill my father's secretary and then my father himself? will it kill me? I think that could well be so. However, I have a plan which may preserve my life as long as possible and still let me fulfill my responsibilities to the shrine of Meritt Cara.
And somehow you think that I can help you.
I've received a communication which will answer your question. It may be the answer to the whole matter.
Postmark Cairo.
Everything's come together since we talked. Now, I went to the task force on organized crime. I showed them both tapes.
Oh, you mean you got film on Joe and Vartova the other night?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to get back to you.
No, go on.
Well, it was a perfect conversation. All about Joe taking on Vartova's drug operation. The camera picked up everything.
Siobhan.
Well, she's going to be all right. Now, that's what tonight's all about. Joe is cooperating to get her out of his life for good.
How? Why would he agree to such a thing?
No matter what else you can say about him, and there's a lot to say, he does want Siobhan safe. Also, I've got him cornered. Well, he thought he had me. He discovered the hidden camera. When I came back from the feds, he was in my apartment waiting for me with a gun.
God.
Don't worry. He can't touch me. He knows it. All he can do is cooperate. Which is why, about half an hour ago, Siobhan found out that Joe was the one behind the LR petrochemical setup. He staged a phony scene with his phony plant manager. I made sure that Siobhan overheard. There was a big uproar on the terrace and through the restaurant. It's just as well you missed it.
Oh, no wonder Delia was upset. Where's Siobhan now?
She's in the office with Joe. Now, he is doing and saying everything he can to make her leave him and never look back.
Well, even if she does leave, will she be safe from Vartova?
Well, if Vartova believes that the break's for real, she will. Now, here we go.
Johnny, Bobby explained a little bit. You want to tell me the rest, please?
First of all, the birthday party's off.
Well,
Party? How can you even think of that? I'm business partners with the man that ruined you. You were a big-time runner, now you're tending bar. And Joe made that happen. Suppose he does it to me.
will you please shut up so I can get the story straight? Now, Joe is the one who framed you, right?
I did it because he asked for it. He begged for it. You weren't going to turn him off, so I had to.
You destroyed him step by step, cold and deliberate.
I got him out of the way. Period. Believe me, I could have gone a lot further.
Further than breaking him? Further than taking away the one thing he had left after Mary, his reputation, his profession? That was his whole life.
He's alive, isn't he? Huh? In fact, I saved his life. He's walking around now because I took him under my protection.
You would have killed Jack?
Men have died for taking other men's wives, yes. Murder's not my style. It is, however, Alexei Bartova's style. See, he found out that Jack killed Tiso. Jack could have had a bullet through his head. Fortunately, I stepped in.
And took him under your protection.
Right.
What?
You could say he owes me.
What does that kind of protection mean? How do you give it? How did you frame Jack? All the people, all the money. Who are you?
I'm your husband.
Well, I'm not your wife. Not anymore. Wait for me. I'll be down in 5 minutes. I'm fine. I'm coming home. Don't let Joe hurt me. What if I'm next?
Dee, I want you out of here now. I want you to go with Johnny and maybe get some sleep and try to relax. I'll cover for you.
Will?
Yes.
Where's Siobhan? Upstairs?
Just leave her alone, huh?
Stay out of this, John.
She's my daughter.
She's
nothing
my
but...
wife.
Yeah? Well, she won't be for much longer, I hope. You're through hurting that girl. You've done it for the last
shit.
time. Oh, no. No. She's coming home with us tonight.
Well, if she's stupid enough to go, you can have her. Now get your hand off of me.
John, please, John.
Relax. Everything's under control, right?
Yeah, sure.
No, Johnny, please, look.
John!
Look, the best thing, Johnny, the best thing for you to do right now, take Maeve and Dee home now, okay? I'll wait around. I'll get Siobhan. Please, Johnny.
You don't think we should wait?
No, look, I'll bring her to you. Safe and sound, I promise.
All right. If I don't see you in half an hour, I'm coming back here. You hear me?
Okay.
Come on, let's go!
This This June on Soapnet, the drama is hot.
I like that. It's kind of cool.
Stefano returns to Salem.
Teach him a lesson I'll never forget.
Will the DeMira clan finally get revenge against the Bradys?
We're gonna kick some DeMira butt.
Damn right we are.
Watch Days of Our Lives all June long on Soapnet. What's new in Genoa City? Here's what you need to know.
Oh my gosh. Good news. You're not sick. You're pregnant.
I know how upset you were when I bought all those properties in Clear Springs. I'm willing to sell you all that I own there.
Admit it. You tainted that cream.
Keep up to date with The Young and the Restless. Weeknights at 11 on Soapnet.
Ready, set, sail! Uh-oh.
Amazing sales for Dad. Craftsman cordless drills. Men's polos. Even GPS navigation systems. Thousands of items on sale. 2 days only. Kmart. Race in.
Manwich, we adore thee. Fun and easy and sloppy too. Napkins now unfold before thee. Manwich, joy does spring from you.
Make tonight a Manwich night.
If at the end of the day your financial needs have changed and you need cash now, J.G. Wentworth can help. J.G. Wentworth will provide the most cash for your structured settlement or annuity payments. We work with thousands of people just like you to get the cash they need today. It's your money. Use it when you need it. Call J.G. Wentworth today. Representatives are standing by. Call 866-778-4919.
Watch this.
I dropped a dress size every 2 weeks and went from a size 20 to a size 10. I tried dozens of diets, but MetaFast was the only one that I could actually stick with, and I lost 57 pounds doing it. I feel awesome.
MetaFast, clinically proven to take the weight off, 2 to 5 pounds a week.
I tried every diet under the sun, and only with MetaFast did my cravings stop, and I lost 85 pounds.
You never get hungry because you eat a balanced meal 6 times a day.
You too can look better, feel better, and be healthier. With over 50 meals to choose from, you will never get bored with the same old meal options. And with the Lean and Green Meal, you and your family can all sit down together for a healthy dinner. With your first 4-week order, you receive 1 week of food free, 5 weeks for the price of 4. And we pay the shipping. If you are not completely satisfied with your results in the first 30 days, simply return the unused portion for a full refund. No questions asked. Call the number on your screen.
Moving day is here, the most dreaded of days. Packing, unpacking, your mind in a haze. DirectTV knows how stressful moving can be, so we make keeping your entertainment both easy and free. For uninterrupted service of the shows you like best, just leave the dish behind and we'll handle the rest. Simply dial 866 where you move on the phone. Let DirectTV turn your new house into a home.
Aristotle Benedict White.
Do you know the name?
No. Would you trust him to open the tomb?
Perhaps after my death. Read the letter.
Particular interest in the reign of a queen known as Meritt Cara. Some weeks ago, there came into my possession a journal kept during the years of 1921 to 25 by Morrison Lefebvre, a respected scholar of the time. Lefebvre recounts certain conversations with your father on the subject of Meritt Cara and her mortuary shrine. Well, someone must have read that journal before.
Mr. Benedict White is the first to move from the writings of Lefebvre to personal contact with me.
Do you have information leading to the whereabouts of this most valuable treasure? And if you do, would you consider sharing your knowledge with someone who has devoted the major part of his career to the service of Meritt Cara?
It's odd, isn't it? That request should come at the very time when I'm most open to it. One could almost believe that the gods were sending me a good right arm.
But you don't believe that? Not quite.
Not quite. That's your father's smile.
While you played chess and he waited for you to make your next move?
Your point is well taken. Now, you ask how you may help, all right? These are my thoughts. Were I satisfied with this gentleman, I could pass on to him the secret of the whereabouts of the shrine of Meritt Cara and the right to examine its contents. The curse may be meaningless, but why risk shortening my already abbreviated lifespan any further? I would give Mr. Benedict White full permission and information in my will. In return, he would perform certain services which I require now. Those are the arrangements I'm prepared to offer, if he passes muster. My readiness to trust him would depend upon you.
How so?
Well, I would hire you to make a report, an evaluation, a recommendation for or against Mr. Benedict White. If you find him untrustworthy, the matter ends there. If you approve of him, then you take the next step and contact him.
No, I think that I should tell you that there are detectives who specialize in this sort of thing.
Name a detective who's highly intelligent, the daughter of an old friend, and a rare beauty in her own right.
I'm afraid you have me there.
Good. If I have you there, shake my hand.
I'll start my file on Mr. Benedict White first thing in the morning.
Excuse me?
Yes, Mendenhall.
Dinner is served.
Oh, thank you, Mendenhall. I hope you'll find the task rewarding.
But I don't think of it so much as a task as an adventure.
Next, it's shocking secrets in Salem on Days. Then catch the latest scandals on AMC. Later, things are heating up on One Life on Soapnet. He loves her, she loves him not. She loves him, he loves her not. He loves her, she loves him not. Or does she? Oh, l'amour, Days of Our Lives next.
Come on, let's go!
This June on Soapnet, the drama is hot.
I like that. It's kind of cool.
Stefano returns to Salem.
Teach him a lesson he'll never forget.
Will the DeMira clan finally get revenge against the Bradys?
We're gonna kick some DeMira butt. Damn right we are.
Greenlee wreaks havoc in Pine Valley.
That sneaky little bitch.
Has she come back to old friends or new enemies?
You suck.
Jessica and Antonio can no longer be together.
You'll always be a part of my life.
Is their relationship really over?
She's the only thing on my mind.
Sam's darkest secret is out.
She murdered my father.
Will her murderous past come back to haunt her?
Got a bit of a problem here.
The campaign race between Jack and Nikki heats up.
You don't have something worth saying, shut up!
How far will they go to win?
Hey, I got a few supporters.
I can't believe you did this.
Watch Days of Our Lives, All My Children, One Life to Live, General Hospital, and The Young and the Restless. All June long on Soapnet.
Watch this.
I dropped a dress size every 2 weeks and went from a size 20 to a size 10. I tried dozens of diets, but MetaFast was the only one that I could actually stick with, and I lost 57 pounds doing it. I feel awesome.
MetaFast. Clinically proven to take the weight off. 2 to 5 pounds a week.
I tried every diet under the sun, and only with MetaFast did my cravings stop, and I lost 85 pounds. You never get hungry because you eat a balanced meal 6 times a day.
You too can look better, feel better, and be healthier. With over 50 meals to choose from, you will never get bored with the same old meal options. And with the Lean and Green Meal, you and your family can all sit down together for a healthy dinner. With your first 4-week order, you receive 1 week of food free. 5 weeks for the price of 4. And we pay the shipping. If you are not completely satisfied with your results in the first 30 days, simply return the unused portion for a full refund. No questions asked. Call the number on your screen.
Where you going?
Away. For good.
You mean that?
Yes, I mean it. There's what you did to Jack. The way you did it. The way you told me about it, it's like you have no feelings, no heart. You're not sorry. You're not anything I thought my husband was. Just get out of here.
How about turning that off, huh? You know what happens if you walk away.
Yeah, I saved my life.
Siobhan.
Don't touch me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to deal with you. I can't listen to you. My brain is going too fast. I'm understanding too much.
You understand so much. You understand this. If you leave tonight, that is it. I don't want you back again, anytime, anyway.
Terrific.
And about that crack about my lack of feelings.
I said terrific.
Shut up and let me tell you this. I have feelings. You ignore them. But they're there, and they're very strong, and they're important. But that's not the way we've played it. See, we've played it. Siobhan is the one with the feelings. She's so tender. She's so gentle, so delicate. I have bent over backwards to accommodate your feelings. And I've got nothing in return. There's been no consideration for my reactions, for where I come from how I grew up. It so happens that Jack killed my uncle. Well, I loved my uncle. And now he wants my wife. He stopped me every step of the way when I came back to you. And not out of any concern for your safety either. The man wants you. He is in love with you, and damn it, I'm in love with you too.
Jack loves me as a friend. That's the truth.
Yeah. You're so crazy about the truth. You're so crazy about the truth, you wouldn't know that it hit you in the face. You wrap yourself in sentiment, and you call it reality. You are pitiful, Siobhan. You want to know what's real? Huh? You want to know what's real? I'll tell you what's real. You are my wife. You're mine. You belong to me, you see? And I'm the one with the talent and the brains to take care of you.
I belong to me, Joe. My career is mine. My life is mine. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's police work. And I'm just beginning, so sure, I'm wrapped up in sentiment. And even so, I made a few deductions tonight. Maybe I knew them all along. Maybe I just refused to know them. You can't find what you won't seek, Daddy always says.
You can't find what you won't seek. That's good. That's great.
To do what you did to Jack, you had to have a lot of money. A lot of people that had power and organization. Yeah, well, that's Tisso's world. That's crime. That's everything you left behind for me. But you never left us. Well, now you never have to. Just do what you want, Joe. I'm leaving, and I'm glad you never want me back because I never want to come near you again.
Yes, sir. It's Orson. Look, a whole lot's going down here tonight. I better come over and give you a report. Right. I'll see you then.
Siobhan, I'll give you a lift.
Thanks. But it's okay.
I did it.
This part. Now handle Vartova.
I will.
Make him believe. He has to think she means nothing.
He'll believe it. Either that or he'll kill me.
Yeah.
I'm Chandra Wilson.
And I'm Ty Treadway.
Join us on the red carpet when we host Soapnet live from the Daytime Emmys.
Tonight at 7, only on Soapnet.
So you're gonna do what you're gonna do, is that it?
That's right.
You don't care what I think or what your mom thinks or